Hey guys, it's your girl Kizzy Rock, and yes, Kizzy Rock is my birth given name. Happy Monday! Want to say hey to all my subscribers, new as well this season. I got a word for you. Tap in. Happy Monday, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed your weekend. So I'm responding to a good sis who emailed me a couple of days ago in regards to if I could elaborate a little bit on as a chosen one, even though it is your season of acceleration or restoration, um, can you potentially miss that season and get left behind? Even though it is the season, can you miss your season? Absolutely. Absolutely, you can. We can. In fact, sis, I have a recording on this. I just don't remember how I titled it. And I know you are a brand new subscriber. Thank you. Thank you for subscribing. And welcome to a channel of the chosen ones. So I figure I'll just kind of speak in what's in my spirit versus trying to thumb through other recordings. So there are so many intricate details that has to happen before we are elevated, right? So yes, this is the season for many chosen ones. Um, a lot of us are being restored. Those who've lost a lot of things in past season, like they're being restored, and they're also being accelerated, meaning they're moving at a quick pace. You know, He's opening doors and sending blessings at an accelerated rate, like it's happening really fast. So that can look like, for example, you thought it would take 3 months for you to do something, and boom, God does it in one day, right? So of course, acceleration can branch off in many different directions, right? So just because it's our season, we have a part to play. Remember, it's a partnership. So we have to be prepared. We have to be expand. We have to be obedient. We have to be disciplined. There's a lot that comes in before seasons of elevation. It's like school, right? It's like school. You got to get prepared for the next grade. You got to pass certain exams before you are elevated. And it's only right, because think about it. Each level you go to, there's more increase. So if God's going to trust you more at the next level, then he have to prepare you for it, right? Because he wouldn't be a good God if he's going to open a door for you just for you to fumble, right? And hurt yourself even more. So what he'll do is he'll leave us.
GPS signal lost.
I don't even know why my GPS is on, honey. I ain't even been nowhere today. I don't even know why my GPS is on, honey. Whew, child. I lost my train of thought because I'm trying to figure out why is my GPS even on? Like somebody done tapped my phone or something? Because I don't even, I ain't even been nowhere today to have a GPS on. Whew. So he wouldn't be a good God. So at the end of the day, absolutely, we can fail our seasons the same way we can fail a grade in school. Especially if he wants to, because see, you can skip levels too, right? Meaning like sometimes you just go from level to level, and then sometimes if you've had a season where he taught you a lot in that season, it's like you can skip levels. You go from level 5 to like level 8 because everything that you've learned in a certain season. So what are some things that can cause people to miss their season? A number of things, but for the sake of time, I'll think about what comes to my spirit. For one, I've said this before, refusing to remove people that can look like people who are holding you back, people who have the wrong spirits that are around you, because God is not going to release certain blessings when he doesn't want certain people to prosper off of those blessings. That can just look like people where the season is just up, right? They're just dead weights. Doesn't mean it's a bad thing. It just means that the season is up, Um, that can look like people who devalue you, right? Because as a chosen one, the only people that God is going to allow to be around you is people who can see your value and see you as the rare, beautiful spirit. So he won't allow people to be around you who can't receive you or who devalue, disrespect, dishonor. He just won't let it be. He won't allow it. He will interrupt it. He will literally interrupt those relationships. Even if you want it, he won't let it be because you're a chosen one. He has to protect you, right? It's all spiritual. Um, so that can be one thing, refusing to move certain people. Another thing can be refusing to, like if he's asking you to relocate, right? Because remember, sometimes our blessings are not in the very area that we are. So sometimes when you can be disobedient, let it be a fear, maybe a fear of the unknown. Um, he'll keep the door shut because that's just not the territory where he's calling you to. And of course, that's not for everyone, right? Another thing that can potentially cause us to miss our season is refusing to let go of certain sins. Sins in general, but I mean we're human, right? But he will highlight, he'll pound a certain sin, like he will highlight it to you over and over, and more than likely is going to more than likely be one of the most difficult sins.
GPS signal lost.
Y'all, let me tell you something. I'm so confused because I don't even have my GPS on. Guys, how do you know like if your phone is like bugged? Like, don't they have apps or something where somebody can put like a, well, nobody had my phone, but what is the app? What is it called where somebody can like put the GPS on your phone to track you or something? Let me find out. Because I'm so lost. I'm so clueless. I don't even have my GPS on. I don't even have a child. I just don't know. Guys, please bear with me until I can finish this recording. I'll figure it out. What was I talking about? Refusing to relocate, refusing to remove people. Oh, certain sins. He will highlight that it's going to be the one sin that it, like it's the one that for real. Like it's really, really hard for you to let that one go. Like, I mean, for real. Another thing is disobedience. Doing whatever he asks us to do, right? Sometimes there's specific directions, specific assignments that he needs you to complete. That can look like anything in the physical realm. That can look like therapy. That can look like starting this, right? Just disobedience, leaving that particular person alone, right? Just disobedience can definitely cause us to miss our seasons. Also, listen, I was just telling somebody this a couple of days ago, and I don't think people really understand this. Refusing to expand, refusing to grow. When, see, before God elevates you, what he'll do is he'll bring a person in your life. And it's not to say that these people like know more or have more, if you will, but they've already climbed certain levels that we ourselves have not made it to. So he'll bring, okay, this can look like an example of if God is calling you to marriage, but you've never in your life seen a happy marriage because maybe your parents were crazy, everybody's crazy, honey. So you never saw it, or maybe your parents never got married. So what he'll do is he somehow supernaturally you'll meet a couple, and they will have a very, very, very healthy marriage. And so he'll bring an example. The key is it's our job to glean from what he brings us to. So it's going to challenge you. It's iron sharpening iron. So it's like whatever area he's calling you to, right? Again, it could be marriage for some people. For some people, it may be business minded. It can be destiny helpers, like you're training other people to be destiny helpers, not training, if you will, but they're gleaning from you. But here's the kicker. And Lord, have I been through this, honey? And it's hard. It's extremely hard until you really know the importance and till you understand how things work in the spiritual realm. These people will challenge you like no one else. It's iron sharpening iron. So they're going to hold you accountable, right? They're going to call you out on your stuff, right? They're going to let you know when you're right and when you're wrong. And it feels like they're judging you. If like, it almost feels like very, honey, I'm having a flashback because I had to go through this one time, a couple of times, right? It really feels like that. So the enemy will have you thinking like the person is judging you, or they're telling you you're doing everything wrong and you're trying to intrude. So he's going to cause strife, right? And what we don't even realize is that we are literally refusing to grow. We're refusing to
GPS signal lost.
refusing to expand, um, and glean from the very people that God brought into our lives to help us, right? So it calls for humbling yourself. So when I had to first go through that, it was very challenging for me because if I'm honest, if I'm going to be 100% transparent, this was years ago, maybe 5, 6 years ago. The people around me at that time had pretty much everyone looked up to me, right? So sometimes you can think that you've reached a ceiling, and this is why it's crucial to always have people around you who know more than you. Again, it doesn't mean they're better than you, but they know more than you in a certain area. They've climbed certain ladders and levels that you wish to be upon. It's great to have people around you so you can learn from them, especially when you see the fruit on their lives. So it was challenging to me because, I mean, everybody around me was coming to me for the answers. So I thought I had all the answers, if I'm honest, right? If I'm transparent. And then boom, God placed me supernaturally around a person who, I mean, was probably 10 levels above, successful in every area of life. Not perfect, but successful in every area of life, right? Marriage, career, finances, purpose and calling, uh, et cetera, et cetera. And honey, you talking, child. She would like say things to me or like present something to me or challenge me. If I presented something to her, she thought it was good, but then she challenged me on a more level of excellence with it. And honey, oh my goodness, honey, I used to be in my feelings, but now, honey, I will call her. I will call people for advice, right? Do you think I can do better here? How do you think I can improve in this area? That's how you gotta be. That's how expansion works. How in the world can God take us to the next level and we're fighting everything that the people He sent to help us? We're fighting everything they're saying, everything they're doing, right? They're sent to challenge us. But flesh will have us fighting against everything. You will not have anybody fight against you more than the very people you're trying to help and save. It's life. It is what it is. But let me tell you what happened. Because it happened to me, honey. I had to go back and get my sis. Let me tell you what happened. Because I think she was ready to pull out on your girl, right? Because I think she felt like she never said it, but I'm sure being in this situation now, and people getting on my nerves, I'm sure she felt like, girl, I'm trying to help you. Like, so how are you giving me a headache and challenging everything I say to you? And make it make sense. Make it make sense. Like, I can be doing 50,000 other things than to sit here going back and forth with you, right? Trying to help you, and you're challenging everything I'm saying, yet God sent me. Make it make sense. So now, I mean, we laugh. We really, really laugh about stuff like that now. Because I mean, it's, I don't know, 6, 7 years now. But So yeah, so a refusal to grow. Oh, what I was going to say is, let me tell you, God will remove them quickly, right? He will remove them quickly. Going right back to what I said earlier in regards to he will never ever allow someone to have access to you who does not handle you with respect, and he just can't have that. He's not going to have people. So in saying that, he won't have these people around long if at some point you don't humble yourself and use wisdom to realize when you get a conviction, right, to tighten up. If you refuse and you keep refusing, he will remove them. Because what are you doing? You're dishonoring them. He's sending you vessels to help you, right, to climb. So he will remove them. He's not going to let somebody sit there and stress you out when you got other stuff to be doing. You got purpose, you got calling. I'm not about to sit here and have you drown me while you're drowning because I'm trying to save you and help you and you're fighting me. I can't. I can't. I can't. Life is too stressful already. Right. So yeah, so sin, refusing to expand. What are some other things that can have us block our blessing? Wrong people, refusing to move, dragging behind him or getting ahead of him. Again, right? I'm so much better. I don't do it now, or I try not to do it. So I would be team getting ahead of him, but even the ones who lag behind, both can be very, very detrimental. Both can literally have you miss your season. If you have to find and it really takes, I don't want to say it takes, I was going to say it takes failing a few times to really get it, but I don't want to say that because that's maybe me. I had to bump my head a few times. But it would take wisdom. It would take being intentional by asking God and just having patience. And praying for insight. Like, God, okay, what am I supposed to be doing right now? Like, because one season I feel like I'm moving like a chicken with my head cut off, and then the next season I feel like it's snail season. Like, what is the pace, right? So if you're getting ahead of God, you can miss your season because he'll go silent on you, right? The key is when you're running along and you're getting ahead of him and you realize like, okay, wait a minute, where you at, God? And like he went silent on you, be very, very wise to get your butt back in alignment, right? Because he'll come back for you once you slow down. But if you keep running past your convictions and you keep running, he's going to let you run, Forrest, run, Forrest, run. And you don't miss the whole season because you're not back in alignment. See, we can miss season because we're not in alignment. So if you're also dragging behind him, he's telling you, all right, job well done. Season of delay is up. Go ahead, take the step. Go ahead, move. Go ahead, start that thing. Go ahead. So he's now telling you, job well done. Go ahead, but you're still fearful, right? And granted, we all are different, right? Some people are just, really, so you're still fearful to take the step, or you have to see the whole blueprint and you don't know how to move on faith, going based on just what your spirit is feeling, right? So those are definitely ways that we can miss our season. But God is very gentle. What I realize is he will really, really work with you. Like, cause he don't want you to miss the season, so he'll work with you and he'll work with you. The problem is, do we pay attention to the convictions? Are we obedient to the instruction? That's where we get in trouble at, when we don't apply what he's telling us, right? And then he'll get frustrated with us. Like, listen, I'm God. Why am I going to sit here and fuss with you to bless you? Like, there's a million other prayers that I got to get to when I'm trying to bless. I chose your prayer. Like, I'm hearing you, right? Open the door for you, and you're screwing it up. And I'm supposed to sit here and go back and forth with you about blessing you. Make it make sense. So you stay right here, right? I will see you later. um, I think that's all I can really think about right now. If I'm honest, I'm really trying to figure out which GPS is on my phone, honey. So I think that's it. But my friend, and also to my good chosen ones who are listening, guys, it's not. You guys know this. It's not for the faint at heart. It's very, 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 very difficult. Obviously, that's why you only see a handful of people really, reaching certain levels and making it to destiny and things like that, because it's a very, 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 very difficult path, but well worth it. But it's a lot of moving parts, a lot of intricate details. But one thing for sure is that God will always, always provide everything you need, people, places, and things, in order for you to get whatever He's calling you to get done. You guys have a great one. It's your girl, Kizzy Rock.